The ceremony this afternoon was short and especially sweet for the 5 entities which received sizable grant funding from the Protected Areas Conservation Trust. These are the organizations which have written credible and viable project proposals for the enhancement of the areas they co-manage with N.G.O. Friends for Conservation and Development received the largest grant, almost $600,000.
It's a very rigid process in terms of the selection, but looking at key areas in terms of how do these particular projects ensure or look at sustainability issues for the particular protected areas. And then again you look at issues related to, again, the integrity of the protected area and the security of the protected area.
This proposal, the way our P.A.C.T is providing us funding, almost all of the activities there is how do we generate our own finances. Starting from tourism, going from research that is going to tell us what to do in terms of doing the tourism in the area. We are going to develop a tourism action plan where we are looking at adopt a ranger program that has basically started. There was one of those activities in our proposal. So yes, we are very, very much ascertained that we will have to build on those mechanisms on how to sustain the effort.
The Chiquibul National Park receives its fair share of attention, and there are other worthy projects which have earned P.A.C.T approval. One such proposal was presented by the Southern Environmental Association and the other by the Rio Blanco Mayan Association, which manages the Rio Blanco National Park.
This grant is 3-pronged and it will be used for infrastructure development on Laughing Bird Key National Park and Gladden-Spit Keys Marine Reserve. It will also be used for interactive educational displays, and also importantly for a business plan that will help boost our financial sustainability as a non-governmental organization.
The title for this project is Increasing in Visitation to Rio Blanco National Park. We will have most of the infrastructure in place, like for example the hammock bridge that will be from across the river, so whereby we can get more visitors, and it will be more attractive to the foreigners, to the visitors.
Along with Jack Che and the Steadfast Tourism and Conservation Association, these successful grantees have satisfied P.A.C.T of the sustainability of their proposals, because it is not expected that these entities will earn P.A.C.T largesse every year.
Sustainability remains critical, remains a key. It's looking at how do you develop and further the capacity of infrastructure, of personnel, to be able to move certain initiatives, certain objectives within the protected areas, whether it's looking at being able to again, enhance infrastructure that may bring additional folks into the parks, that will bring additional revenues and income streams. Or, for example, ensuring that from the point of view of, let's say, the protective activities, that you are putting on the ground the sufficient manpower, that you have resources behind that manpower.
That is one of the objectives of this grant, is to look at ways that we can achieve financial sustainability. As you know, it's very difficult for us to continue to work as conservation NGOs without financial sustainability. So the business plan will address a part of that. The next step after the business plan is to implement.
Coming off the wake of a successful telethon which raised more than $300,000 to hire rangers, Manzanero is grateful for P.A.C.T's recognition of the work they have done in the Chiquibul Forest.
From the child who was able to open their piggy bank and be able to provide at the telethon, to be able to have the government of Belize to support us in our programs through P.A.C.T and also from central government. That is phenomenal. I think that as we are able to obtain that support, I must say that it is that the due diligence and responsibility is a lot. There is no way that we as FCD feel that is basically only the people coming forward with, and that we can be responsible for that. In fact, it becomes even much more on the responsibility of us to ensure that we are able to meet those objectives.
P.A.C.T provides input and monitors the projects being funded from start to finish to ensure that they are indeed achieving the goals stated in the proposals. Mike Rodon for News 5.